2025 isn't just another year for television. It's a full-scale cinematic invasion. A year where sci-fi isn't just asking, what if? It's grabbing you by the collar, pulling you into the unknown, and designed to completely mess with your head in the very best way possible. So buckle up, because today on Series Finder, we're diving into the must-see, wildly twisted sci-fi shows of 2025 that will bend your mind, shatter your expectations, and leave you desperate for the next episode.
We want to win.
Okay, first up, imagine the most tense, breathless spy thriller you've ever seen, now set it a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. We're not on the bridge of a Star Destroyer or in the halls of the Jedi Temple. We're in the grimy underbelly, following the people for whom a blaster shot isn't an opening salvo, it's a death sentence. The cinematography is just visceral. You can feel the grit under your nails, the cold sweat on your neck. Every decision carries the weight of a galaxy. Every whispered conversation in a dusty corridor or a crowded market could be the one that gets them caught. It's a masterclass in slow burn suspense, making you care desperately about characters who operate without plot armor. I found myself holding my breath not during a massive space battle, but from two people having a painfully quiet argument in a rain-soaked alley. If you thought this universe was all about the Force, get ready for a stunning, nerve-shredding look at the raw human force of will. This is the next chapter of Andor Season 2. This is the spark before the flame. All right, shifting from the intimate spark of rebellion to the epic universe-spanning collapse of Empire. This next one is monumental sci-fi on a scale I didn't even think was possible for television. We're talking a narrative tapestry woven across thousands of years, multiple planets, and a cast of characters so vast that it makes other shows feel claustrophobic. The visuals are consistently jaw-droppingly breathtaking, like pause the screen and just stare for 5 minutes breathtaking. But here's its genius. Beneath the staggering spectacle and the warring clones, it's a powerful, profound drama about ideas. It's about mathematics as a religion, history as a weapon, and humanity's fragile legacy constantly fighting against its own worst instincts. The cast is phenomenal, bringing heartbreaking humanity to this gigantic existential chess game. It's intellectually rigorous, emotionally devastating, and it will absolutely expand your concept of what television can be. You are not ready for the scale of Foundation Season 3. Trust me, you have never seen anything quite like this.
After a powerful tsunami struck the North Sea coastline.
Now, let's talk about a show that takes claustrophobic, cosmic horror and unleashes it onto a whole new landscape. Literally. Picture the survivors of a deep-sea nightmare, rescued from their doomed oil rig, only to be thrown into something even more terrifying. They're not on the open sea anymore, they're trapped on a sleek, high-tech facility deep in the frozen, deadly Arctic Circle. This is where the conspiracy deepens. The shady Pictor Corporation isn't just hiding what they know about the ancient parasitic entity they unleashed. They're actively exploiting it. The tension here is phenomenal, shifting from the rusty, industrial fear of the first season to a chilling, clinical kind of dread. It's a story about the exploitation of our planet's oldest secrets and the people caught in the middle. The cast, led by the phenomenal Ian Glenn and Emily Hampshire, brings so much grit and heart to this frozen nightmare. This is the chilling return of The Rig Season 2. If you love mysteries that are both epic and intensely personal, you need to dive into this one.
We have a downed spacecraft.
Get ready to scream, possibly into a pillow, because we're going back to the origin of pure, unadulterated cosmic horror. This isn't just another alien monster flick, it's a return to the slow burn, dripping with dread atmosphere that made the original film a masterpiece of suspense. It's claustrophobic filmmaking at its finest. The sound design alone is a malevolent character. Every distant clang of the ship's hull, every hiss of steam, every panicked breath in a silent dark corridor had my anxiety levels through the roof. It promises to explore the terrifying questions we've had for decades. Where did it truly come from? What vile experiments is Weyland-Yutani running on a captive population? It's a gut-wrenching, terrifying, and perfect love letter to fans. The nightmare begins on Earth, and it's titled Alien Earth. The nightmare doesn't start in space this time. It's already here.
Not just more receptive. You become a receiver.
And for our final pick, something completely different, but equally terrifying in its own hyper-relatable way. We're diving back into the twisted, tech-obsessed anthology that holds a black mirror up to our own souls. This new season looks like a glorious return to its peak form. Sharp, savage, and so uncomfortably close to our reality, it's terrifying. We're talking stories that start with a simple what-if about our modern world. What if that viral app actually knew you better than you know yourself? And then spiral into the most darkly hilarious and thought-provoking nightmares. One episode might have you crying from laughter, the next might have you questioning your entire existence and seriously considering a life off the grid. This is the show we desperately need to dissect our increasingly crazy world. This is Black Mirror Season 7. I cannot wait to hear all your frantic, paranoid theories in the comments. Welcome back, you beautiful, messed up masterpiece. So there you have it. If you loved this list, do us a huge favor. Smash that like button, it really helps the channel out, and subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss our next video. We're a community here, a bunch of series lovers just trying to find the next great story. Thanks for hanging out, series finders. Until next time, happy watching.